Create interactive challenge boards that reinforce concepts through engaging, point-based questions across any subject with the challenge grid in AulaViva. Here's how. First, log into your account, click on the Games button in the sidebar, then click on the drop-down box and select the game you wish to start. First, scroll down to Challenge Grid, select it, and click Continue. This opens up your Challenge Grid Builder. You have a few buttons. The back button takes you to the game list. You can go ahead and delete the back button takes you back to the game list. The delete button deletes your created builder. The save button saves the game. You can preview as a student. You can set this as shared to the teacher's shared library. And then any question marks will give you some ideas as to what the student will see or what the section is requiring. We can start by titling. If you want a language other than English, you can show accent boxes to students and you can select the language for the accents, as well as require accents to match exactly as you create them in your builder. You can also select theme as you please. And then you can start creating your challenge grid. The category manager, you can add up to 10 category tiles. These power the drop downs below and will become the column headers in the student view. We can start by ABCs, numbers, verbs. We have our categories. Then we go into our categories. Here are the categories you have typed. I will start with column 1, ABCs. I will select short answer. I will keep this a 100-point value. How do you pronounce the letter A in Spanish written form? Enable partial scoring if you'd like. You can add answers. These are examples. Then I want to add another question. I will continue with a short answer. I'm going to make this 200 points. And I'm going to use the same question, but the letter B and B. Next, I want to move on to the next category. I will click Add Category Section. That will add another category so that I can select the second column, which will be numbers. I will use an MCQ, which means multiple choice. I will leave this as 100 points. And which is the correct way to say 1 in Spanish? Option 1, 2, 3, 4. Select your answer, 1. Also remove the question itself, or you can remove the whole category and start over, or just remove it altogether. You can add another question, and I will go with the same. I'm going to adjust the point value to 200, and I'm going to change this to the number 2. I will use the same options, and I will select key. And now I have generated columns I want to add. I click save and I can preview. You can see that I have the ABCs, numbers, and there is a third column that has been prepared if I want to go ahead and add it. Now you can see that I have an error right here. So I'm going to click back and I can go fix that error. Point value is 200. Now I can save again and preview. So now I have 100 and 200. It does put the points in numerical order. I can click the question and how do you pronounce the letter A? If I need an accent, the accents are there. Note, canceling this question counts as a wrong answer. I can cancel, get it wrong, or submit and get it right. Green means correct, orange means they've earned partial credit, and red means incorrect. I am going to go on to the next one, which is the correct way to say 2 in Spanish. I will select the incorrect response, submit it, and it will turn red. Here at the top, we have the score accruing, and as students get correct answers, that score will update. That is how you create a challenge grid game in AulaViva.